Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about how to heal trauma. And before we even talk about it, I'm not a medical professional, I'm not an expert on this. This is just, what I've researched. So yeah, just so you know that, and if you do, if you are struggling, go talk to someone, go talk to a therapist or something, which we will talk about in this video. So yeah, make sure you comment down below and you like and subscribe and turn on post notifications, and comment any suggestions or questions, any suggestions for future videos or any questions. So yeah, we're going to talk about, how you can heal and how trauma can affect you. That's the two main things we're going to talk about, and the 3 types of trauma. So yeah, that's what we're going to talk about today. Let's get into why trauma affects, not why, but like how trauma affects you. Sorry. So we are going to talk about how trauma affects you. So trauma, if it was a long time ago or if it's recently, it can really affect you in your day-to-day life. So you might have bad habits from this. You might respond to something that's really not that big of a deal, but you think that's a big of a deal because of the trauma you went through. Like for example, maybe you were poor or something and it really traumatized you, or something kind of like that happened, and maybe someone threw away something that you had, and it kind of just triggered something in you to be upset about it. Trauma will affect you subconsciously. It'll just give you habits in your day-to-day life that are good to you that you can't really tell, because you don't know that these things are happening to you, subconsciously, that are bad for you, because you haven't addressed the trauma that is with it. And if you have, then you will address it. Trauma can leave you struggling with upsetting emotions, memories, and anxiety that will not go away. It can leave you feeling numb and disconnected, and just unable to trust other people. So yeah, and there's different types of trauma, which is acute trauma, which results from a single stressful or dangerous event, and then 2, which is chronic trauma. This results in repeated and prolonged exposure to highly stressful events. Examples are child abuse, bullying, and domestic abuse. Domestic violence. That's what I meant. So yeah, and number 3 is complex trauma, exposure to multiple traumatic events. So that's it for how it affects you. And you can definitely do some more research if you want, or I can do another video on some different research about it. So yeah, let's get in how to heal trauma. So number 1 for how to heal trauma is to feel those emotions. Feel those negative emotions that you're feeling and try to understand them. If you keep pushing them away and keep putting them in the back of your head and trying to just forget about it, it's always going to affect you. You just have to face it, even though it's very scary and it's very painful. You just have to feel those emotions to be able to get over them. Because if you push them away, then you're not going to deal with it. You know what I mean? Let's see. And also if you're feeling those emotions, or a memory comes back, or that negative emotion comes back, feel that and then cry it out. Don't hold back from crying. Crying is really good for you. It's good to release. It's really good to release and to just let it all out. Just feel. I know it's really scary to feel things, especially related to trauma, because those emotions can be really scary to face. They can just be really scary. you might not even want to think about it. You know, you might feel shame for it, which sucks, and you shouldn't have to deal with that, you know. So yeah, I think that's it for number 1. Let's get into number 2, guys. So the second how to heal trauma one is to talk to someone about it. And I know that seems scary because, you know, you could feel a lot of shame for what happened, or it could just be a traumatic event. Like, if it causes you a lot of anxiety, you know, start step by step when talking to them. But, you know, talking to a therapist, a counselor, a friend, a family member, it's really good because you're expressing those emotions. You're letting them be there, and you're feeling them. Just like I said with number 1, you know, you're gonna feel it, and then it's gonna help you understand, and it's gonna help you feel better. Because, you know, I went through a traumatic experience and I hadn't told anyone about it. But when I finally told someone, it was like being lifted up, because it just stopped. The shame just went away. Not went away, but it just was a weight lifting off my shoulder. So it's good to, you know, talk about it and to express it. And, you know, it'll really make you feel better to talk about it with someone. So yeah, you know, and if you don't want to talk about it, you can always journal it. You know, write down what happened, express how you feel about it, feel those emotions, let yourself feel. Like, it's okay to feel things. It's okay, you know, you're okay. It's gonna be okay. Trust me. So yeah, I think that's it for talk to someone about it. Just, you know, talk to someone. It'll help you. It'll help with your anxiety. It'll help you. And just take it step by step if you have trouble with talking about it with someone. You don't have to rush into it right away, but it'll really help you. Step by step. Just talk about how you feel first about it. And if, you know, if you trust that person enough, talk about it to them. You're okay. You're safe. Don't worry about it. All right. I think that's it for number 2. Let's get into number 3, guys. So number 3 is be willing to heal. The first step of your road to recovery is to acknowledge that this trauma happened and be ready and willing to heal it. Be ready and willing to get rid of those negative emotions that have been holding you back your whole life, or whenever that had happened, whenever it had happened. And don't let your ego tell you that there's something wrong with you, because there's not. There's nothing wrong with you. You know, it's whatever happened doesn't define you. You define you. So yeah, just be willing to heal. Be open to being ready to get rid of the pain and the subconscious negative things that are affecting you. So yeah, this trauma doesn't define you, and, you know, be ready to heal. You know, you can heal from this. Don't worry. So yeah, let's get into number 4. So number 4 is practice mindfulness / meditation. And also doing shadow work is a really good thing to do, especially a meditation on shadow work for, you know, that emotion. You know, shadow work is something that are things that you don't really want to dive into, that emotions and feelings that you don't want to dive into, but you should, because it'll help you. That's shadow work, kind of. That's kind of like the gist of it. But, you know, practicing meditation will kind of help you, you know, expand your consciousness. It'll help you think. It'll help you open your eyes to certain things. And, you know, practice mindfulness. You know, do activities for that, like writing, coloring, singing. Let's see what else. Listening to music is really good. So yeah, just practice meditation, you know, and also, you know, get into spirituality if you want. Get into a religion. That's really good to do if you're looking for, you know, help Getting into faith is a good thing. It'll really help you have hope, you know. So yeah, let's get into number 5. So number 5 is forgive yourself. You know, whatever happened wasn't your fault. It wasn't your fault what you did or what someone else did to you or the event that happened. It wasn't your fault. Forgive yourself. Forgiving yourself and giving yourself compassion for what happened, you know, it'll really help you move on. And forgiving yourself will help you move on and get over it and move on with your life to better things, because your future is bright. If you're here, your future is bright. You know, I mean, everyone has a plan of their life that they're going to go through. So yeah, I think that's it for forgive yourself. I don't really know much you can really say about it. But yeah, just forgive yourself. It's like the best thing that you can do. And I know it's hard. And it'll take time. You just have to remember that it's not your fault what happened, and it's okay. It's gonna be okay. So yeah, let's get into number 7. Guys, so number 7 is take care of yourself. Eat healthier, exercise, get, you know, 7 to 9 hours of sleep every night. Just take care of your body, take care of your health, and you know, exercising, physical health is a really good way to relieve stress from whatever happened, and it'll help you, you know, it'll help deal with the depression and anxiety that you have. So yeah, just take care of yourself, you know, do self-care acts. Just take care of yourself, because, you know, you're you, and you gotta take care of you, because no one else is gonna take care of you for you. So just make sure you're staying healthy and eating the right things, because eating healthy and exercising will help you have a better mindset. It'll make you feel much better. It'll help relieve stress, relieving depression, anxiety. It can help you. So yeah, let's get into number 8. So number 8 is learn about the common reactions of trauma. Learning about the reactions and what type of trauma can trigger certain emotions or feelings or reactions in yourself will be really helpful to understand why you're feeling like that and how to deal with it, if you do know what, you know, what type of trauma you experienced. And I will put a link in the description so you can look at those and see what type of trauma you might have, or if another person has trauma, or, you know, whatever you're doing here, you know. So yeah, and it's also good to know so other people don't make you feel like you're broken, because you're not broken. I mean, not broken, you're just hurt, and that's okay to be hurt, and you'll get through it eventually. So yeah, let's get into number 9, which is the last one. So number 9 is identify what makes you feel safe and stable, and, you know, in an okay environment, you know, what makes you feel safe. You know, and write down a list of activities, places that you like to go that make you feel safe, that make you feel happy, and just practice those activities every day. Make it a part of your routine so you can feel kind of much safer in your day-to-day life. So yeah, it can help with your fear or anxiety if you're dealing with that. So yeah, and also I wanted to mention number 2. We were talking about how, you know, talk to people about it. I forgot to mention that you can also be in support groups, you know, for that certain thing that happened. And, you know, realize that you're not alone. You're not alone in what you went through. I'm sure a lot of people have dealt with it. And a lot of people have healed from it and gotten over it, and you can too. You're strong enough to get through it. And if you can't see your strength now, you will eventually. You just have to tune into it. You have to conquer it. Not conquer it, but seize it. Seize the power that you have within yourself, you know? So yeah, I think that's it for how to heal. And I'm sure there's many different other ways that you can heal your trauma. So if you do want to get more into it, definitely do more research. Learn about the trauma that you've dealt with, and just understand it and accept those feelings that you have. Accept it and move on. Let go of those things that are holding you back. And with trauma, you know, trauma might leave us feeling that we can't do much. It might leave you feeling that you don't have that much power, or you're not enough, or you're just doubting yourself a lot. Which you shouldn't, because, you know, as humans, we can accomplish a lot. We can manifest things. And with effort, we can make those things happen. So yeah, I'll see you in the outro. Hey guys, so welcome to my outro. I hope you enjoyed the video today, and I hope it helped you. And of course, please let me know if you have any questions or any suggestions for future videos, or if you want another video on, you know, trauma. I'll definitely do that for you if you need it. So yeah, make sure you like and comment and subscribe, and, you know, do what you gotta do. And I know this was a sensitive topic, so I hope, you know, everyone is okay, and I'm sending you a bunch of positivity, and I hope that, you know, you can find your way. And I hope, you know, you don't feel shame for what happened, because it's not your fault. And it also depends on, you know, what type of trauma you went through. You know, if you went through a traumatic event like, you know, a natural disaster, or, you know, a kidnapping, which is really fricked up. So yeah, and there's of course like physiological trauma and physical trauma, I think. So yeah, there's different aspects of the trauma, so definitely look into it, look more into it if you want. So yeah, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'm gonna show you the fit now, because I know y'all like to see it. I mean, no one has told me that y'all like to see it, but I just thought, why not? And I don't know if these are the right pants that I was supposed to wear, but oh well, the video's done. So yeah, that was the fit. So love it. But yeah, I hope you guys get through it, get through your trauma, because you can. Don't worry, you know, you're gonna be fine. Just let me know down below if you got any questions. Let me know. I got y'all. So yeah, I'll talk to you later in my next video. Bye guys.